We began with the latest on the Russia-Ukraine war, where Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has unveiled details of a U.S.-led plan to end the war, even as fighting on the ground shows little signs of slowing down. Zelensky outlined a 20-point roadmap that he says has been agreed between Ukrainian and American negotiators and sent to Moscow for feedback. Now, at the heart of the proposal is a non-aggression pact between Russia and Ukraine. The plan includes strong security guarantees for Kyiv with automatic sanctions and coordinated military responses if Russia attacks again. The draft peace plan doesn't require Kyiv to formally renounce its NATO bid. And Ukrainian President Zelensky said that the country would hold elections after a peace deal is in fact signed. Now, the draft peace plan proposes U.S., Ukraine, and Russia jointly operating the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. Also, if implemented, the peace plan would cap Ukraine's armed forces at 800,000 troops in peacetime, commit Ukraine to remaining non-nuclear, and fast-track its membership in the European Union. The roadmap also recognizes existing lines of contact in contested regions while demanding Russia withdraw from parts of southern and northeastern Ukraine. Zelensky said the latest version of the plan would freeze the front line but still pave the way for Ukrainian withdrawals and the creation of demilitarized zones. A full ceasefire would take effect only once all parties agree, with implementation overseen by a peace council involving Ukraine, Russia, Europe, NATO, and the United States.
It's important that the American side can also get a response from Russia, real readiness on the part of that state to focus on something other than aggression. Of course, after so many years of initially hybrid war and now full-scale war, it's hard to believe that Putin can live without killings and invasions. But lowering the price of Russian oil, strong global sanctions, and continued other forms of pressure are what can convince even such a stubborn person.
Russia says it has received the plan and is now reviewing it.
Dmitriev has already had the opportunity to brief the president on the outcome of his trip in detail. Based on the information the head of state received, we now intend to formulate our further position and resume contacts in the near future through the channels that are currently operating.
It's unclear if Moscow is ready to sign, but Russian President Vladimir Putin has previously said that Russia is open to negotiations on its own terms.
We are ready to work with you, with UK, with Europe in whole, with US, but on equal terms and mutual respect. By the way, if finally we have it, everyone would benefit from it. It is not us who are fighting you. It is you who are fighting us via the Ukrainian nationalists. We are ready to cease these hostilities immediately, while ensuring Russia's security in the medium and long term. And we are ready to cooperate with you.
Now, diplomatic signals come even as Russia continues to push ahead militarily. And on the battlefield in eastern Ukraine, Kyiv has confirmed it's withdrawn troops from a key town in the Donetsk region after fierce and sustained fighting. The military says the pullback was carried out to preserve lives and combat capability as Russian forces continue a grinding advance across multiple fronts. And at the same time, Russia has stepped up aerial strikes deep inside Ukraine. Relentless drone and missile attacks have knocked out power to thousands of homes just as winter temperatures continue to plunge. Moscow says it's launched a massive strike using long-range drones and hypersonic missiles targeting what it calls military and energy facilities. And it's against the backdrop of this sustained fighting that a new warning has also emerged, not from the front lines, but from Chernobyl. Nearly 4 decades after the world's worst nuclear disaster, Ukrainian officials say the defunct Chernobyl nuclear power station is once again at risk, this time because of the war.
If a missile or drone hits it directly, or even falls somewhere nearby, for example, an Iskander, God forbid, it will cause a mini-earthquake in the area. No one can guarantee that the shelter facility will remain standing after that. That is the main threat.
As winter sets in and fighting continues to persist, diplomacy and combat continue to move in parallel. And while a U.S.-backed peace plan is now on the table, developments on the battlefield and the risks to critical infrastructure are likely to shape the next phase of the conflict.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.